In this video, I'll show you where to find the best PLR courses and MRR courses for making money online as a reseller. And PLR stands for private label rights and MRR stands for master resale rights. And these are both types of reseller rights that can be applied to products such as online courses, which allow you to resell them and keep all the profit. And the main difference between MRR and PLR is that MRR typically needs to be sold as it is, whereas PLR in most cases can be edited and rebranded as much as you want. So there's slightly different strategies and price points for these two types of white label or private label or master label courses. And in this video, I'm going to show you the three websites that I find the most helpful for buying or creating PLR courses and how to find what you're looking for on these sites. And the number one problem that people tend to have with PLR and MRR courses is that they have difficulty making it feel customized and personalized to their brand, because PLR and MRR content is usually generic intentionally, and some people have trouble adapting it or using it or customizing it for their brand. And so if you're having trouble with that, I already have a video on this channel that shows exactly how to make PLR and MRR content feel authentic. That'll be linked in the description. I'll also link to this post on my blog, which is the companion to this video. And it's easier to keep the blog updated because I don't need to make a whole new video every time I want to update it. So I'll link to this article as well as the three PLR websites. And if you want to see all of the PLR websites that I recommend, I do link to that article on my blog right here in this article. Or you can just search my YouTube channel for PLR and for PLR websites, and you should find one of my videos about the sites that I use. Now, the three main websites that I find are the best for creating or repurposing PLR and MRR courses are PLR ME, which we're going to look at first, Tools for Motivation, which we'll look at second, and IDPLR, which we'll look at third. And each of these websites has different strengths and weaknesses, so it really depends on exactly what you're looking for and what your strengths and weaknesses are when it comes to determining which one is going to be most helpful. And with PLR ME, they don't actually sell pre-made courses. However, they do have pre-made bundles of assets which can easily be turned into courses. So for example, they don't sell video courses, but they do sell slide decks and coaching resources, which you can take and very easily turn into a video course. Once you have a slide deck for something, which is like a Google slide deck or a PowerPoint presentation, you can use it in those types of software. Once you have a slide deck, all that you need is a screen recorder, which is what I'm using to make this video right now. And if you have a microphone and a screen recording software, you can turn that slide deck into a video really easily. And you can get a decent USB microphone for 40 or 50 bucks. And the software that I'm using to make this right now is free. There's tons of different free software that you can use to record your screen. There's also very affordable options. And it's one of the easiest ways to create educational content. And it's not fancy, but if the content is high quality, in most cases, people don't care how fancy it is, because if they're wanting to learn something and you can teach it really effectively, then that's going to make it worthwhile. And so we'll take a look at PLR ME here. And by the way, if you use my link to sign up for PLR ME, you'll get 10 free credits just for signing up. You'll then get 2 free credits a month just for maintaining a free account. And sometimes they'll offer you training, which you can get additional free credits for completing. It's a really great website. They have their own suite of AI tools, which is part of their membership that you can use to customize and edit the PLR. But it's also really easy to work with using free software like Google Docs and Google Drive and Google Slides. That's typically how I use it. Or if you use like Microsoft Office or something, it works in there too. And the easiest way to start thinking about building a course is just to go to Products and PLR Bundles. And this is a great way to start getting ideas. And you can always grab any of the bundles that you want, but you can also use the existing bundles to inspire ideas for your own bundles. And anytime that you're on this screen, as long as you have bundles checked and products unchecked, it'll only show pre-built bundles. You can take a look at the categories and select anything that you want. Let's go with self-improvement. And one of the great things about self-improvement PLR and MRR content is that it's both evergreen and it's applicable to many different situations. So for example, I'll open this Unleashing the Power of Self-Discipline bundle, and self-discipline can be useful in basically any aspect of your life. You can do self-discipline as a generic study. You can do self-discipline as it pertains to being an entrepreneur. You can do self-discipline in the workplace. You can do self-discipline when it comes to nutrition and fitness. It can relate to basically any aspect of your life. So if you are any type of educator or coach, then you can probably find a way to sell a self-discipline course or a self-discipline module as part of another product. And so I'll scroll down here and take a look at what's in it. And it's got a really clear, easy list right here. You can see there's one worksheet, one slide deck, like I mentioned, one report or ebook, and one action guide, which can be used as a lead magnet. And I mean, you can use any of this or all of it as a lead magnet if you want, but the action guide is, in this case, probably designed to be a lead magnet. And here's their preview of the slide deck. It's blurred out, of course, but you can see there's all of these slides. There's like almost 100 slides here. You can see the different title slides. There's some with images. Most of them have text. And the great thing about having a slide deck instead of just a pre-made video is that you can just go through it beforehand and change anything that you want to alter or improve upon. And even though this is like 100 slides, it would probably only take you like 30 to 60 minutes to go through all of them, make any changes that you think are necessary, do any rebranding that you want. That might take another 30 to 60 minutes. And then you just have to turn on a screen recorder and work your way through it. And then you've got your video. Or you could do one section at a time. So like do this many slides in a video and then this many slides in a video. And then you would have a series of videos to turn into a course. And this is the action guide that they suggest as a lead magnet. You can see it's got a really appealing looking cover here, which you can completely replace easily enough. Or you can just modify the parts that you want, like if you want to use different color or change the title a little bit or something, add your logo somewhere. You can do all of that really easily. And the standard way of doing this would be that you would use this report as a lead magnet in order to get them on your list. And then you would email them and sell them the video course that you make with the slide deck and the ebook as a online course bundle. And you can also pair other things with that if you want to add more value, like a community or one-on-one or small group sessions or something like that. It's really just a super fast way to get started and to have something to put out there. And just to come back here for a moment, I'll uncheck this one and I'll check business and marketing because that's one of the ones that they have the most for. And you can see there's all types of different topics here. But then if we scroll down, then we can also filter by types. And so when you're on bundles like this, then it should only include bundles that contain that type of thing. So for example, if you know that you definitely want one with a slide deck because you want to make a video, then you can just check this one. And now all the products that it shows here should include a slide deck. And then if you're thinking you also want one that has some sort of an assessment or quiz in it, you can check that. And now we're down to much fewer options, of course, but we know that these are likely the bundles that we're looking for. You can also click on any tags that you want to filter by, and you can say how many credits you're looking to invest in your purchase and filter by page count. So if you're looking for especially short or long resources, then that could be helpful. All right, that is all for PLR ME. If you visit the article on my website, I have links to 3 of my favorite content bundles for PLR ME included in the article. One is a fitness PLR bundle. Then there's a Start a Freelance Business bundle and an Introvert Survival Guide bundle. And just visit my blog if you want to check those out. And remember to use my link to sign up for PLR ME so that you can get 10 free credits right away and have access to a bunch of other awesome stuff through them. Next, we'll look at tools for motivation. And once again, I have 3 of my favorite courses linked right here. And tools for motivation, as their name suggests, primarily focuses on motivation and mindset and self-help type content. And they have some of the highest quality pre-made courses, including video courses. And they are one of the only PLR content providers that creates video courses with full PLR rights. So when you purchase one of their course bundles, you get editable Canva links. Canva is a graphic design tool, which also has video creation capabilities. And you can create a free account for that. And you can fully edit the video. You can replace the narrator with your own voice if you want, or change basically whatever else you want. And the same goes for all the other content. And they have a whole bunch of really great stuff in their bundles. And because their focus is so narrow, it's probably the easiest website to use. Once you're here at Tools for Motivation, you can just go to Store and Our PLR Store. And the layout's a little bit old school, but it's still pretty easy to use. They usually have a bunch of free PLR that you can grab if you want. So if you just go to Sort by Price, Low to High, then you'll have all of these at the top. And then if we go to Sort by Price, High to Low, you'll see that a lot of their products are fairly expensive. However, they do have less expensive ones as well. This is the most expensive ones, but all of their products regularly go on sale. So as long as you stay on their email list or you get in their Facebook group or something, they have sales every week, and sometimes they have limited time free PLR deals. And so you can get a lot of free content and heavily discounted, really high quality content just by staying aware of when they're doing their deals and their giveaways. And please do use my affiliate link. If you want to sign up for Tools for Motivation, it'll be in the description. And if you want to look at specific topics, then I think the easiest way is to just use the tags. So for example, if I click on energy, then we find a bunch of products related to managing and preserving and increasing your energy, which again is a topic that can be applied in pretty much any area of your life. Last but not least, we'll look at IDPLR, and most of IDPLR's video courses are MRR rights only, which means that you have to resell them as they are. You can't modify them. And I explain in detail how to do that while still being true to your brand in my video on how to make PLR and MRR content authentic. And that's linked in the description as well. And you have a few different ways you can go on IDPLR. You can go by category or by niche, or you can use the search function. Or what I usually do is I just go to new products because I want to see what they have that's been recently released. And you can purchase stuff individually here, but I recommend getting their lifetime deal because I think it's like $100 and you just get access to all of their products forever. So it's a really, really good deal. And they have tons of courses and ebooks and all types of different stuff on a wide range of topics. We've got affiliate marketing, emotional intelligence, niche selection, vlogging, fulfillment by Amazon, eczema, like all types of different stuff. And that's how I usually look for stuff because I like to kind of go by what's new. But the search function also works quite well, or by going to categories. Like if you just want to look at courses, you can go to videos, tutorials, and courses, and then it's got them in order of newest again here. And these are all video courses. And because I have the lifetime deal, I've downloaded a lot of these, sometimes because I'm thinking about adding them to a product, other times because I just want to consume the content. And most of them are pretty good. They don't like go above and beyond the Call of Duty. They're not amazing, but for the most part, they're correct. They're informational, they're helpful, they have good visuals and everything. And so it's not necessarily I would want to just sell on its own without adding it to something else. But if you follow some of the suggestions that I make in my video on how to make MRR content authentic, you can create products that include this type of video course that people will find really helpful and that will still resonate with your brand's values and intent. And those are the best places to find PLR courses and MRR courses, at least based on my personal experience. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with anyone who might find it helpful, and leave me a comment if you have a question or if you want to request an upcoming video. I'm going to start trying to do 2 videos a week soon instead of just 1. So I'm going to have lots of room for topic suggestions. So just let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, and I'll see if I can get it on my schedule. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.